In this video, I'm going to show you how to create datasets using OdooDashboards Dataset Builder. So once you have everything set up, go ahead and click on Configurations and open up the Dataset Builder by clicking on this menu. Once you're in the Dataset Builder, we can go ahead and begin creating our dataset. The first step is to choose a base app or a base module or a model, however you want to call it, from our system to act as the base for our dataset. So for instance, if we were to do some sort of sales analysis, we would naturally go with the sales order dataset. Maybe if we wanted to look at invoices, we would go with the invoices model from the system. So for the sake of this tutorial, I will go ahead and search for the sales order module. So let me just select this and let me name my dataset. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and create this dataset. Perfect. So this is what a newly created dataset looks like. By default, when you create a dataset, the ID field for that specific model is added to the dataset. So here we can see we have a bunch of sample rows coming in from the dataset, coming in from sales orders. And here we have almost 18,000 rows in our sales orders. So meaning we have almost 18,000 sales orders. Okay. So to make this dataset more useful and to do some sort of analysis on sales, we definitely need some metrics. So I can search for the untaxed amount from this fields view. So this allows us to select any field that is available on sales order. So if I search for amount, I can grab the untaxed amount. I can search for the date. So maybe if we were to do some sort of trend analysis, we want to look at sales over time. And then we could also grab the status. So maybe we want to filter certain sales orders, right? So I've added these fields to the dataset. They're currently unsaved. So if we go ahead and click on Save All Changes. So now after saving those changes, we can see that we have added these three new fields to our dataset: amount, date, and state. And you can see their types here. So monetary, date, time, and selection. And we can see that they are available in our sample data rows, and we can sort of see how our data set is coming along. Okay, so we can also add different fields from our sales orders. So let's say we want to do some sort of customer analysis from our SOs. So we want to see the sales by different customers. So for that, we will need customers in our data set. So customers is a many-to-one field. So for many-to-one fields in our dataset builder, when we search for its name, we get this chevron icon you can click on. So we can navigate into the field. And now we're within customer within the sales order. Here we can search for the customer's name. So if I search up name in this model, I can select the name. I can insert that. And while I'm in customer, let's say we also want to look at the countries of our customers and see what sales look like per country, right? So if I look up country within customer, which is another many-to-one field, so I'll navigate into that field and I can search for the country name. So let me click on insert and let me save my dataset. So now this dataset is starting to look more interesting. We have successfully added the customer name and we've added the countries of our customers. So this is going to enable us to analyze data in lots of different dimensions just from using one dataset. And also we can see that the names of these columns are perhaps a bit too technical to understand. So let's go ahead and make them simpler. So for instance, so this is partner ID dot name. So this is a technical way of just saying that within the partner ID field, I want to go into the name field. So this is a relational table. So that's why we have that dot notation. And we never change this once we have added something. So we can just change the alias, which is the nickname for this field in simple terms. So you could call this customer name. Okay, and if I go ahead and save this, so we can see that the column name has updated to customer name. So these column names are what we are going to refer to these fields when we are building our dashboards. So it's important that we name them something that is easier to understand. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.